It's now Saturday, the 24th of February, 1984, and we're going to take a little tour of Jessie Cox's place here and see if we can find anything. This is Paul Horgan's Cadillac, but let's see if we can really get an interview with Jessie Cox. We're now going into his storage area. As you can see, he does have quite a collection of different things. Here we have a vacuum chamber. Miscellaneous engine parts. See if we can get him to say a word to us. Jessie, can you give us a brief message here?
We have no sponsors, but we're certainly looking for one. If any of you would like to volunteer, we'll accept donations anytime.
Thank you. How about a little tour here, Jess?
Sure. I think probably the easiest way to explain what everything is here is take you to a different vantage point.
Okay.
Now we'll take you to a different vantage point here if we have this umbilical cord set right. We have a nice folding drop-down stairway here, and works pretty well. I haven't fallen down yet. Famous West Dutch windmills in the far western distance. Is that a RC?
No, Panasonic.
Justa.
Yes. What's over here, Jeff?
An edge.
Interesting. Oh, there's some more motorcycles.
More death. Advanced mechanical decay. Set 1.
Zoom in on one to look at it. Frame. Yeah, what, a Motor Guzzi and a Honda?
And a Ducati and another Honda. Frame members, and we will show you a quick example in South American construction, quickie style. What I'm going to do is...
A lot of wind noise here, huh? please. I'd like one too. Quick tour of the house too, Jessie?
Have the airport in the living room. Got the bank in the bedroom. I think it's a safer place to keep your money. Well, here in the Chandler Heights West Aerodrome, we have an example of early, middle, late aircraft construction. You can see it wouldn't fit through the door, so we had to fly it in with the wings off. But there's a couple nice advantages to working with wood. One of them, it smells nice. Two, it's real light. It's not often you find a macrame that'll hold up your airplane. If anybody would like one for your plane, just call me. We're sure we can set you up.
Fireplace is a little barren, eh?
Mm-hmm. If you'd like to dress it up, we have an alligator. Got a picture of me with a red alligator on the back of my motorcycle, going for a ride.
The picture, the famous pictures. Where'd you get that one at? The one over the door.
Well, the one over the door I didn't exactly so much as get as was left with.
Oh.
Over here on the side we have the electric piano and the instrumentation recorder in the corner.
Very nice.
But useless room.
Lots of extra stuff, huh? So how long have you been living here?
About 2.5. It's a little bit. Yeah, about 2.5.
The other room.
The other computer room. Leave the other computers and other things.
Anything interesting in there?
Oh, the most interesting thing in there is the pile of balloons you see hanging from the corner. It's one of the highlights of having fun in Chandler Heights.
Yes, you have quite a few boards, don't you? Can I go in here?
Certainly, John.
Quick look here.
There's actually, this whole house is made out of boards, but if you can't tell, this is kind of the electronic shop. Actually, it's the electron storage center.
So you have quite a few things here. Mini Intel.
Mini X Intel. We have the sweetheart of the West Chandler hallway. Here's a good picture. Some of the amenities in Chandler Heights are a little bit primitive, and for those that like lots of room in the shower, this isn't the place.
More? Is there more?
There's not much more back there except the birdcage. It's not very
okay.
exciting. Chainsaw Massacres? And here we have the safe room with the guns in the fireproof safe and a hospital bed in case, and an old relic many of you Oregon people will recognize, including your own handwriting.
Who thought of that term, nuke of the unborn gay whales?
I'm not sure, but I think it was certainly appropriate.
This room has definitely been cleaned up lately, huh?
Well, you know, once a quarter, whether it needs it or not, you...
Now, what kind of engine is that sitting on the dresser?
It's like a little motorbike, 50cc two-stroke. Bad clutch. Come here, I'll show you my wood stove. Now, sometimes there's certain things that you'd like not to be seen. This is where I keep my cameras. Just so nobody knows where they are, and probably wouldn't think to look there. Beats a lock every time.
Keep them guessing, right?
Make it so they don't even recognize what they're looking at.
What about the leathers you bought from the Indians? Right there.
You can show them the others.
There's more.
There's more. There's leather that actually works. Now, leather provokes a lot of reactions from different kinds of people in different ways. Some people like it, some people hate it, some people think they'd like it but don't know. But remember, the cow didn't care less. So, here we have one of the most functional pieces you're likely to find. For you people that are into dirty leather, this is it. Nice chaps you put on. They get dirty instead of you. Got any cows around? Total. Hey. Then on the other end of the scale, we've got leather that you might consider using for something else. And they're real handy. Doesn't look anything like a cow. Get some real strange looks when you walk into a bar and pull your pants off. Still have your clothes on. But a lot of people close their eyes before you even get that far, and they don't know you have clothes on. Tried to start a small gang down here, but the only kids we could get were 9-year-old Mexicans. They weren't big enough to hold up a leather jacket. They kept sliding right out of the sleeves because of all the grease on their arms, so we had to get up the motorcycle.
Let's get a shot of the motorcycle.
Black.
Right. Black leather.
Anyway, came in here for beer. Yes, black leather is hot in summertime in Arizona.
Well, thank you.
You're certainly welcome, John.
And thank you for this interview, Jesse.
Well,
any parting words to the people back there? Hodson Ingalls, anybody? Susan Gibson?
Parting words. Parting words are easier if you... No, I can't say that. That's too tacky. Besides, I don't even have a microphone.
You say hi to Nick? Susan.
Hi, Nick. Goodbye, Nick. Hello, and goodbye, everyone, including myself. Do you know which way the wind's blowing? It's blowing pretty good today, but things are fairly laid back in Chandler Heights. That's one of the reasons I bought part of this thing here. Not the telescope. The telescope's not laid back. The telescope, you always have to stand up. I was looking for a something that got exceptionally good gas mileage. And the best thing I could come up with was a bicycle sort of thing with an engine on it. Well, they make things like that. It wasn't exactly what I wanted, but it's a whole lot closer than starting from zero. So, all we have here is a small little package from a company that makes both real small outboard motors and things for bicycles. They don't make them. They import them from Japan, change the label, and stick them on. But it does work. Honest, not very well, but just watch. Okay, cut. All right. Now, I'll give you this guy. And I will...
You see Jesse on his motorcycle. Here's the Yamaha and Moto Guzzi. Looks like the front end of a Harley. They have beautiful sunsets here. And well, this is a Yamaha in a chromoly frame. Apparently it goes very fast. from what I've been told.
All of the disadvantages of a motorcycle and all the disadvantages of a bicycle. What more could you ask for? So one of the last bastions of the white men here before the Indian reservation up at the end of the road past my house. American flag, U.S. Post Office, all of the best things. Radiator belts, fan belts, nails, mail, liquor, cheese, palm trees, Mexicans. Anyway, this place has been here a very long time. Most of the trees were planted in the 30s.
Oh yeah, it's very sensitive. You see this on TV.
Is that your camera?
Yeah, it's for my own business.
Are you on now, John?
Yeah, I'm on. I'm ready to
Well,
go.
into the store. Marvelous place. They've got everything you could possibly need, from gasoline to beans. That's good. That's good. They even have live entertainment down here.
What are you doing?
I'm not doing it. I'm just talking. That's all. That's why.
Come on, Alpha.
Got pretty much everything that you could possibly need, as long as you don't need very much of it. They got everything from kids' toys to tanning lotion and potatoes. I'm going to stop and get a little bit for dinner here. I think I get about 6 pork chops from here, center cut. It's not often you get a butcher shop right down the street that also sells nails, but it's pretty nice for us. Especially when you got to come down and get your mail anyway. Our selection of beer peaks around Budweiser and rapidly declines. We'll stop here on the way back and pick up the best thing we can get. Last bastion of real American officialness.
And I'll check with you.
U.S. Post Office here in Chandler Heights. Everybody gets a little square box that they can use. And if you don't like those boxes, you can go screw yourself over here on the other side with just about any size that you'd like. Come down, get your nails, get your oil, fishing supplies, almost anything you need to get by, as long as you don't want to live too high. And white wine. I think that ought to do it from here. Yeah. Pretty good. Do it. Can you hold this for a second, sir?
Any comment? No comments. Okay, well, I was just playing around anyway.
People aren't in Arizona yet.
What's he doing today, huh?
Say a little word? You folks in Oregon?
Why do I want to say a word for folks in Oregon? They wish they were here. Maybe not today, huh, no. It's awful windy.
Still pretty nice.
It's not bad, huh? We'll take it. Are you guys from Oregon?
I am.
Oh, you are.
I'm down here applying for a job.
Really?
Yes. Hope I get it. I really like it. The weather's great.
Yeah. It sure is.
How long have you lived here?
11 years.
And how long have you known Jessie Cox?
Oh, yep.
Well, thank you.
Maybe next time.
I wasn't even paying attention to that.
Thanks, darling.
Bye.
All right, good.
Just another dreary winter day in Chandler Heights. We're having a wonderful time here standing outside. If you take a look off in the distance, you'll see the Superstition Mountains. Even think there's some gold out there. They know there's a lot of dead bodies looking for gold, but nobody's ever really come back with anything that's even close to the Lost Dutchman mine.
Pretty nice.
Now you see why I want an observatory up here?
Any parting words?
Well, I think for parting words, who could say it better than William Shakespeare, who's had a lot to say on everything. Take a look at him and see what he ends up with. Nothing else. Have fun, Oregon.
Thank you.